Welcome back to another episode of the PokeStop Podcast. I'm your host, Zach Bra. As always, joined by my wonderful co-host, Thad Wayne. Thad, how are you doing today?
Doing good. Just biding my time, waiting for this format to be over. How about you?
You know, Thad, I lost a bet, so I had to shave. And, this is the first time I've shaved in, 3 years. It feels weird. I'm not excited about it.
Yeah,
Really
I mean, at least you can let it grow back, right?
Yeah, literally. You know what I am excited for, though, Thad? The
What are we excited
Pittsburgh
for?
Regional Championships this weekend.
Ooh,
I'll be there.
That makes fun of us.
You decided to not go. I think you said, I'm not good enough, so I'm not going to go, and my job has nothing to do with this decision at all. I think that was your exact quote. It was weird. I was like, hey, Thad, what are you doing tomorrow? And he was like, you just ignored that question and just said, I'm not going to Pittsburgh. I suck.
You nailed it.
Yeah, we had, this weekend we had pre-releases. I did not go to a pre-release because I don't really like pre-releases. I'll be honest. I think they're really boring. I don't like limited formats where the decks are intentionally bad. You know?
I don't, because I love pre-releases. So
I don't know. I understand the appeal of them. It's it's the new set hype. You get to open packs, and I think from a just trying to open packs perspective, it actually makes sense to go to them, especially now with how expensive product is. Being able to spend $30 and get 6 packs. That's
yeah.
I mean, that's probably right around MSRP. And I know a lot of shops get you depending on how well you do, you might get more packs, and they are a generally fun thing to do just because you're around all these people who also enjoy Pokemon, and it's just a super casual atmosphere. There's almost no stress. It's always so weird when I go to a pre-release and I'll see people just sweating over winning the I'm just I couldn't care less. Genuinely. I am literally just here to open some packs. If I could just pay $30, get 6 packs and go home, I would.
It's what a lot of people wish they could do, but I love pre-release. I'll play in them all day.
Yeah. I don't know. Cause it's we just talk ourselves into this one card being good, and we're yo, this Alakazam is actually broken in pre-release format. And I'm yeah. It's a pre-release, brother. Everything's Potion is broken in pre-release format. What are we talking about? Good cards are absolutely insane in pre-releases.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for limited formats, restricted formats. I mean, obviously, you know this about me.
You do love bad formats. It is your.
I do love fun formats.
That's true. It's kind of like being in preschool again.
It is.
You're where are my crayons? I need a snack.
Is it nappy time?
Where is my apple juice?
I'm getting cranky.
Man, do you remember? I think it was Journey Together. You had the Hop Snorlax kit, and you could start Cramorant and just turn 1, do 120, donk your opponent. That was great because half the matches were done in 2 minutes. It was hilarious.
Yeah, you just get the tool plus Snorlax.
You don't even need the tool. You just pop down a Cramorant and do 120.
Well, you need the tool to reduce the energy cost.
I mean, sure, or you just have an energy in your opening hand at a pre-release.
I mean,
yeah, but that deck was so stupidly easy to play, and a lot of people just went 3-0 with 3 donks. It was the only time in a pre-release you ever want to go second.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's hilarious. This one was kind of cool though because we had the new Lily's Determination. Was in a couple of the kits. Yeah. And that card is going to be, I think we talked about it last week a little bit, but I definitely think that card is the best draw supporter we may have ever had.
It just sucks that it doesn't, in a pre-release, doesn't get you all 8 cards.
Yeah, but still shuffle draw 6 in a pre-release situation is also so good.
Super good.
Really good. Especially when you think about you only have a 30 card deck. So like after your starting 7 and your 4 prizes, and like if you include your draw for turn, we're now down to 28 cards.
Well, 40 card. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but like after like your 7 plus 1 for draw and then the 4 prizes.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. So like shuffle draw 6 in that scenario, it's just so good. Like it actually is insane.
Yeah, I managed to pull 4 lilies. I had 4 lilies in the pre-release I played in, so that was kind of cool.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we did. I staffed a pre-release, and got a kit, and then I got the Soul Rock Lunatone.
Yeah, the Soul Rock
fighting one.
Lunatone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it came with 2 lilies, and I pulled a 3rd, so I'm like already almost done collecting lilies. So like that was really cool.
Yeah.
I think that honestly is unironically like the best kit from just like a player perspective, because you get the Powerades, you get the gongs, you get lilies, like you get a decent chunk of everything you need from this set.
Yeah.
And you also get like a Soul Rock and Lunatone, so like
yeah, which will be playable,
allegedly. I don't know. I don't believe it yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is.
It's so good. Every time an engine like that has ever existed, it's always been played.
I mean, I'm just saying, we said that about Zoroark.
It's different with Zoroark because there's just no good ends Pokemon to back it up.
I'm just saying, like I don't know. I'm not a huge believer in this card. Was really good last time we had it, because like I feel like most times when that happens, like we're just living off of like nostalgia, and then like the card isn't that good. Like I remember like back in like Sun and Moon, they reprinted Pokemon Communication, which for those who don't play GLC or are not old, it lets you. It was an item. You take a Pokemon from your hand, put it in, like shuffle it into your deck, and you search for another Pokemon. So you basically just like switch a Pokemon out from your hand. So like in a lot of decks like Zoroark that will like really toolboxy, you could just like go find the thing you need for that matchup, and it was really good. But like people said that was gonna be like absolutely disgusting, and it was just like it was good, but it wasn't like the game breaking card everyone said it was gonna be. The same when we got Copycat, which what was it? Shuffle, draw the same amount of cards you had.
Yeah,
I think, if I remember that card correctly. But like, yeah, like that card, like when it first got printed back in like Heart Gold, Soul Silver era, was like one of the best draw supporters they had. And then we got it, and it was just like, I'll take a Cynthia instead. I'm good. Like I'll just take a shuffle draw 6 here, where we can keep on moving.
I mean, to be fair, it definitely saw a ton of play. I mean, the whole last half of the Sun and Moon era, I mean, every deck was playing it.
Copycat?
No, Pokecom.
Oh, yeah, Com was solid, but like people were talking about how it was like the greatest card ever. And I'm just like, I don't know about this one, brother. I don't know. Like it was good. Like don't get me wrong, like every deck played like at least one of it, because that was also like we started losing like good search, like good ball search at that point as well. So like it was just good to have another search card.
I mean, yeah. Like I mean, I think it was absolutely fucking broken. I mean, it literally wasn't.
It was in a lot of stuff for sure.
Probably like came out in Team Up.
Yeah.
I mean, it was in like every top placing list.
I don't know. I don't
for the most part.
I think it was fairly mid, but that's fine. This weekend though, we had 2 regionals. The first 2 regionals of the year. One in Monterrey, one in Frankfurt. Monterrey was not streamed, which, I mean, we've talked about it before, but like that is absolutely insane. That like we had an event that had Henry Chow, Michael Davidson, Caleb Rogerson, Rahul Reddy, Joshua Frank, a world champion Fernando Cifuentes was there, Andrew Hedrick, like Brent Tonneson, like Cal Connor, like multiple regional champions, world's finishers, world champions, and we can't get it streamed. Like, that's insane. That in the year of 2025, we are not able to get a regional streamed that has like multiple former world champions, multiple time regional champions. Like it blows my mind that like we can not have that happen. And like who knows like what could have like, you know, what insane matchups did we not see? And like what wild plays did we not get to see as a community because we didn't want to stream it? And like I don't get it. Like there were
because somehow
1,600
because
players.
somehow Pokemon doesn't have the means.
I'm gonna be honest. There's no way you don't.
Yeah,
Like, that's just absurd to me. I don't know.
I think it's dumb.
Yeah, for sure. But that regional won by Ahmed with Gardy, which I love that. I love seeing Gardy be really good. This is actually like probably one of the craziest stats I've ever seen. The winner of that regional, the second place at that regional, the top 4 of that regional, and the winner of the Frankfurt Regional Championships. I'm gonna butcher the absolute crap out of this. Rune Heyermans all played the same 60. The same 60 won 2 regionals on the same day.
I mean, are we surprised?
That is insane. Like that's just like it's not, I think it's less about the deck and more just like the amount of work and like the just the success you're able to see when 2 different people are able to win a region. And like the one guy beat Tord. Like you know, like we're like it's not like he cakewalked his way. Like a top cut that had Fabian Puhol, Tord Reklev, Mies Brennickmeyer, you know, some absolutely ridiculously successful players in this game. So like just seeing like that much success for this deck, I think is actually crazy. And I think also it kind of puts to bed the jelly debate in Gardevoir. I think we've just like, I feel like we need to just realize like regular Guardy is just better than Jelly Guardy.
Yeah, I mean the Chow 60 is essentially like the most consistent. It is.
There's nothing crazy.
There's nothing crazy, and it's just like it is the best version of Gardevoir that Gardevoir I think is ever gonna see.
Yeah.
It just makes me excited, obviously, for excuse me, for the Mega format because I mean essentially this is the 60. This is one card off the 60 I've been running. If you take out one charm and add in a Mega Guardy.
I was going to say, literally what would be, if you had to change one card, you would just cut a charm, go down to 2 Bravery charm, and then just cut that for the Mega Gardevoir? Okay. I guess that makes sense, right? Because you would only add charms for, like, to make an attacker bigger. And, like, Mega Guardy, you know, 360 is pretty, I would say that's pretty big. I would say most decks are going to struggle with knocking that out.
Yep.
You know, it doesn't.
I also cut all the Arvin.
Okay.
Recently, I just cut the Arvin just because you want to play for Lily. Yeah.
Are you cutting researches at all for Lilies? Because I'm assuming you still want 4 Iono.
Yeah, I'm on 4-3-3.
Okay.
Which I think is fine. I don't think
you
you're
just
gonna
have an absurd amount of draw in the deck.
Yeah.
And then you're also probably fine with like throwing down like Fez or Mew if you need like additional draw.
Yeah, and I mean that's kind of like the game plan. I have a stadium split right now of 1-1. The Garden and Artisan.
The Garden, yeah, that Garden. I was showing one of our locals at our pre-release on Monday. I was showing I pulled the Garden, or no, he pulled the Garden, and he was like, I was like, oh, you're playing Gardevoir now, because he's like a Bolt player who like hates Guardy with a passion. Like it is honestly an unhealthy amount of hate this guy has towards Gardevoir. And he was like, oh, cool, we just make Guardy even better. And I was like, have you seen the Mega? And he's like, there's a Mega. Like, just like watching like the life leave his eyes when he like Googled Mega Guardy. And I'm like, mm-hmm. And he's like, but why? And I said, I don't know. I genuinely don't understand it.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I derailed the Pittsburgh conversation.
No, you're totally fine. No, I was just saying, like, this list seems perfect, right? Like, this list seems, it's not trying to do anything crazy.
No, it's a new Brixie.
Yeah, literally. Like, it's just kind of, it's just insane. Like, I love two Evo. I think 3 Monkey is correct. I'm surprised with only 1 Super Rod, but I guess it's probably also fine. Because you're not playing like Drifloon and Screamtail, you're just playing the Screamtail. So like 2 Stretcher probably gets you all you need. And then like 1 Super Rod, probably late. I would assume you would want to do that in case like they play Kill the Monkey. You can like go get it back and at least have that constant pressure of Monkey in some way. Secret Box is disgustingly good. And like this deck just has such a good ability to abuse that engine. And abuse like the find one of everything. In a deck that wants to find one of everything while also discarding a bunch of energies. Like,
it's just
crazy.
So good.
It's crazy. And we also get the new Ralts and Curlias as well.
Yeah, the Curly is sick. The Curly is sick. You just go 1 energy, goes and gets 3 Pokemon out of the deck, puts in the hand, which is really good.
Yeah, so
Ralts is just objectively better because it's a 1 energy attack for a collect, so just draw a card.
Seems good.
So you have a slow turn 2, put up Ralts, draw 1. Start digging through the deck.
100%. I think this deck, I just don't want to see it this weekend. I'll be honest. It's gonna come as a shock to everyone, but I'm gonna play Bolt. I know we're all in.
I have a strong feeling that. Yeah, I'm gonna make a bold statement and say it won't see a lot of play because I feel like a lot of people are just gonna play Goldango to counter.
Yeah, I think Dango. I'm also very much expecting a increase in Dango's popularity because I feel like it's kind of like it hasn't had crazy good success the way you might have expected. Like I think in there was 1 in top 8 in Frankfurt. I believe there was not 1 in top 8 of.
We're talking straight Dango,
Monterrey.
Not Django.
Yes, correct. Yeah. I don't think there was a Django either. There was a Joltik box in top 8 at Frankfurt, but there was no Joltik Dango.
Yeah, Monterrey was just all Guardy. It was either Guardy or Terrabox, essentially. That's crazy.
Yeah, literally. And Frankfurt had a heavy.
Really
Frankfurt also had a lot. They had 3 Terrabox in the 11-person ASIM, so that's kind of crazy. Honestly, one of the crazier things we saw was a Dragapult Blaziken deck getting top 4 with Fabian Pujols, which I think is more just him being an absurdly good player than like maybe this deck being good.
Oh, 100%.
Because like the Blaziken can really just obliterate Dangos. He also played the Chi-Yu, so like that obliterates Dangos. The
Teal Masks and
yeah. He also played the Elgium, which I have to assume is for like mirror. So you can just like in a deck that struggles to play a lot of energy, you just like say energy go away. Especially like Neo Upper. If you move like a Neo Upper to like a Latias, like cool. Enjoy that.
Yeah.
Good use. Yeah. And then you can just like really just like set them back and then just abuse that situation to like set up insane multi-prize turns.
They always got it.
Man, Frankfurt had some weird stuff in Top Cut. There was also it wasn't in Top Cut, but there was a Conkeldurr that went 11-3, got top 16, which I'm going to be honest, Conkeldurr sucks.
Oh, we're just passing over the Greninja?
I was going to get there, but I need to just write Conkeldurr hate prop first. Conkeldurr sucks. Okay, please don't play it. It's not good. All right? This is the exception that proves the rule, not the guy who breaks the rule. All right? I got to be honest. Like, anytime I see like a deck that I think is just like objectively not good and like it does really well at a regional, everyone just like flocks to that deck because A, the deck is fun to play, and B, it did well. So now it's proven that it's great and everyone should play it. And then it's like, no, this deck is bad. Like, stop. Like, quit coping. Also in the copium, we have a Greninja Dusknoir Pidgeot deck that utilized Grand Tree and Ignition energies. You know, those are cards. Sure. I actually think the Ignition energy is kind of cool.
Yeah,
personally, I mean, just because it powers up your Mirage Barrage. I've never said that attack before. And then you just discard the Ignition, which gets discarded at the end of turn anyway. So you still have like, you can still combo that together.
Yeah,
and then also that can do a lot of damage.
Yeah, the problem is I would have liked to seen something like an EXP share or something in this just to be able to retain the basic energy on board.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like, I'm not the one who would ever play this.
What about Power Glass? I could see Power Glass being really good. In that, if you weren't running like the Ignition engine, that way you can just like Power Glass the energy you discard back on.
Yeah.
I also just don't think Greninjas are living long enough for that to be relevant either.
No, and that's why I'm like, probably just better off.
Yeah,
I mean, to be fair, the crazy thing is it can get rid of 2 Hoo-Hoos for Raging Bolt and then just like set you back a turn.
So yeah, just looking at the matchup this guy had at Frankfurt, you don't beat Bolt. He went 0-2 against Raging Bolt. And it looks like one of them made day 2, got top 128, but we snuck in at 120 seconds. So I just don't think we beat Bolts. I think that's just the world we're living in there, unfortunately, which I love it. You know what? Play Greninja. It's so good. It's actually the best deck in the format. Yeah, for sure.
It's actually kind of crazy to see like Tanky Turtles making day 2 still.
Yeah, I think that deck is just like, it's really okay. You know what I mean? Like, it's a really like under the radar play that like, if you hit the right stuff, like, yeah, you can squeeze out a nice day 2 finish with it. And just like people like don't necessarily, they aren't prepared for it. So like, they're not like, maybe they don't really know the matchup that well anymore. But yeah, I don't
yeah.
You kind of just also just get like obliterated by Watchtower, which like I know isn't really in format right now, but like if you hit that one matchup playing Watchtower for like Noctowl hate, you just get shredded because you're just 240 again, and you're just like knockout.
It's fair.
You know, I don't know.
I do want to say that there is one deck that I think, to me, outside of Guardy, that kind of stood out this weekend, just at both events, and that is the comeback of Terrabox.
Yeah, that is something I kind of thought would happen. Maybe it's just like locals copium, but there is like one of our area players he's been hyping Terrabox pretty much since Worlds with the he's been really into the Alex Szymanski list from Worlds. And like as like a Bolt player, I hate Terrabox. I hate Terrabox and I hate EVBox because I feel like they're just super 50-50. And it's just like go first, win game.
Like, I mean, if you look at the numbers though, that is an unfavorable matchup for Bolt.
I gotta know who went first.
Like it's severely unfavored. It's like 70-30 favored for Terrabox.
Really?
Yeah.
That's actually really surprising to me.
I thought it was really surprising too because I've beat Tony twice with Bolt. Just assuming it was like a 50-50 matchup and I just got lucky going first. But like,
oh my god, yeah, holy crap. Yeah, at Monterrey, Bolt into Terrabox went 10-32.
Yeah, it's like 30%.
That's crazy. I mean, I guess like if you're not ready for it. And like, I don't know, I think it was a fairly under the radar play. Like it hadn't really seen much success. At Monterrey, it was a 2% meta share. So, like, you know, not a lot of Terabox. I think that goes up, but not by a ton. Personally, I think it's, I don't know. I think Bolt's still just better. Yeah, and then even at Frankfurt, it had 3.8% percent of the meta share. So I think that'll go up. I just don't know by how much. Like, I don't know if it, I definitely won't crack like 10%. So, like,
no, because you still take kind of a what Terabox takes kind of a sketchy matchup into kind of a sketchy matchup in the Guardy. If they can just get a Ralts to stick down, it just that matchup swings back into their favor so quickly.
Yeah.
Any Dragapult variant is just a free win for Terabox if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And then I would say your other bad matchup is Joltik Box.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like hands can just obliterate this deck because you just have so much weakness to lightning. Then hands can just smack you around all day.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. Before we move on to Pittsburgh, there was one piece of like Pokemon news we got this week. Today we record this on Wednesday, so this was supposed to be today was supposed to be the day that Pokemon XP registration went up for Worlds in San Francisco, and they actually announced that they're delaying it. And the official statement from Pokemon was this year's World Championships will be the biggest yet, and with the addition of the new Pokemon XP convention, we're fine-tuning details. To provide a great experience for fans, we'll be announcing details on when passes for these exciting events will be available at a later date, so please stay tuned. I'm fine with that. Like, I would rather you take time to make it a good event or to make sure, like, people can actually register and not hit, like, error 404s type stuff. And, like, you know, I think also Pokemon has a very big bot problem right now in the way that, like, people are just able to bot a lot of product. I know, like, especially, like, the Pokemon Center, like, queues go up, and within 30 seconds, there's 100,000 people in the queue. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think those are 100,000 people.
No, they definitely have a problem with dealing with bots and bot deterrence. So, like, I'm curious to see how this XP event thing is going to go. And if the tickets will be, like, resellable, so to speak, like, on the secondary market. So I think that's also gonna...
I'm hoping they do it like they do for regionals, and they tie it
to, like, your player ID.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so, like,
I mean, the problem is like
you can't do that.
It's convention based. It's a convention though, so, like, you can't force people to have a player ID.
What if we could though?
Yeah, but they would never do that, which I wish they would. I
also wish they would.
I wish they would do a lot of things that they don't do. So, like,
yeah, literally,
like, put a restriction on regional, like, who can attend regionals. I definitely feel like we need to address that situation at some point. So, like, there's a lot of things that I would say are worth looking at that they just aren't ever going to.
Yeah, I agree with that. One other thing I saw, just like before we pivot to Pittsburgh, just talking about past regionals, since rotation last year, we have had 10 major events, excluding, like, special events and, like, Master Ball leagues, so, like, regionals, I-Season, Worlds. We have had 10 events. Gardevoir has won 9 of them. Hey, Thad, you know what won the other one? You know what it was?
I know what it was.
What was it, Thad? Tell us. Tell the viewers.
I don't want to say it. I don't want to give you the satisfaction.
All I'm saying, Bolt beats Guardy. You know, that's all you got to know.
Bolt can beat Guardy.
Bolt has the ability to beat Gardevoir. Yes, in fact. That's honestly an insane stat that like 90% of regionals are won by Gardevoir.
I mean, I'm
like,
not surprised.
Is Gardy just Thanos at this point?
Yeah, I mean, it's not so much a problem though. Like, it's not a problem in the way that like I just don't think people respect it.
I think it's less of a respect thing and more of a it's so hard to play that well. Like, it's a deck that has such a high skill ceiling that like the majority of the player base just can't play it well. And like there's just so many micro decisions that have to be made to like to play it at like a Henry Chow, Riley McKay, you know, like the top echelon of Guardy player in the community, like to play it at that level, I think is an insanely high skill gap.
I mean, it literally requires hundreds of hours of like.
Yeah, and there's like, you know, there are micro decisions you'll make in that deck that will make or break your game on like turn 1, you know.
Yeah,
and you just like won't even notice it. And there's like, especially like I've noticed, just as like someone who goes to way too many Pokemon events, like there's a lot of bad Guardy players. Like there's a lot of people who just like aren't playing optimally. And like as someone who has played like I can count on 2 hands the amount of games of Gardevoir I've played. Like, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, I understand why this deck is insanely good. I'm just not the one who's gonna play it insanely good, so I'm not gonna play it. And like, you just see these people who've been playing Guardy for like a year, and they're just like not good with it. And I'm just like, I see them, and I'm just like, all right, I'm probably fine.
I mean, all their actions are almost like pre-scripted. Like it's
yeah,
so fun
like
to watch.
You know what they're gonna do. Yeah, it's like watching a movie for like the 5th time.
Yeah,
and then you watch like Henry Chow play it, or like, you know, one of those like top players, and you're just like, you can do that. And they'll just like pull out the craziest plays.
Yeah,
it's honestly crazy. Like just that level of skill is just absurd, and just something that I think most people just don't have, to be honest.
No, it's definitely, there's a huge skill gap in it, but I think that, like I said, realistically, it just comes down to like how dedicated were you to playing this deck over the last like 6 months.
Yeah, 100%. I absolutely agree with that. Yeah, but moving on here, because we do have Pittsburgh Regionals in a few days here. This weekend, I will be there. I will be playing Bolt. I'm actually like I'm feeling really confident right now. Like I'm feeling really good. Me and some other people locally, we've been working on a list, and I think we're at like 59.9 out of 60 cards decided. Like, I think we're pretty confident on the 60, and like maybe we change a card or 2 if like we just see something crazy happening. But like, I feel really good. The list overall has been playing very well. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited. I hope we get the regional playmat we saw this weekend, which was the Rockets, Mewtwo, and Giovanni. I think that would be cool.
Would be sick.
I think also it would be cool if we didn't just rip pack art and throw it on a playmat. That would be that would also be really cool. Like, and like I feel like for like newer players who like haven't been playing a very long time, like go back and look at like Sun and Moon era playmats from regionals. And like, you know, we were using the Pokemon on the pack art, but there's so much amazing art.
I'll put it on the screen during post for sure.
Yeah,
just to show off some of the art.
You know what? Pull the Lugia one for sure.
The Lugia one is so sick.
The Lugia one is peak. Like I use that playmat when I play like Magic, like locally with like friends. Like that is my like, this mat is amazing and it's beautiful and it's gorgeous. Like, and I'm not even like a Lugia head. And even I'm just like, yeah, this is like peak.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, 100%. I mean, like, every time I look at that one, every time I see someone with it, I'm like, damn, dude, like, wish I would have been going to tournaments back then.
Yeah, like, and like, even like
Thunder era.
It was the entire block, honestly. Like, even like playmats, there was an Alolan Ninetales one that was really cool. even like bad playmats then were just night and day better than what we have now. Like there was it was the weekend Guardians Rising came out. I went to Roanoke. And we had, it was like Komodo, that like dragon from Sun and Moon. And it was like objectively boring as like a Pokemon, but the playmat design was just really good. And it was like the worst Sun and Moon playmat is better than the best Scarlet and Violet playmat.
Oh, 1,000%.
Like night and day difference. Yeah, and it's just like, it just feels lazy that we're straight up ripping pack art, and it's the same thing with live too, right? Like you look at like the live banners, it's just pack art, and I'm like, we can't spend a few grand to like design playmats, and to not give us the same 3 playmats for 3 months straight.
Like look at the difference between like even this year, this last 2 years. The cup playmats, like the champion playmats,
they're so generic.
They're so, but like the last one that we didn't have that was generic was the Lapras, and even that was still kind of generic.
Was the Bolt before Lapras?
The Bolt was before Lapras.
Okay, yeah. After Lapras, it got. I liked the Surging Sparks one just because it had Pikachu, and like that will hold value.
Yeah, but it's just like, generic pack art.
Yeah, for sure. At least like if it was like generic pack art, but like a chase Pokemon. Not recently. We had right now it's the Ho-Oh. Before it was Ends.
Yep.
Before that, Pikachu. Then I think it was Dragapult.
Nope. Gyarados. Or no, it was Lapras.
There was a Dragapult one. I think it was before I think it was after Lapras.
There was not a Dragapult. There is
a Dragapult champion, Matt. I can confirm.
No.
All right, hold on.
Not in the US. There's a Garchomp one. If there's a Dragapult one, it's European, because they, for some reason, get different playmats than us. Maybe we had Meowscarada too. I forgot about that one.
All I'm saying. It's right there, brother.
But how?
Well, when you go to a League Cup and you win, you get a playmat. I have like 3 of these. Like I knew there was a Dragapult. Like I have like 3 of these mats. I'm telling you what I have.
There's no way.
I have like 3 of them.
You have 3 of the Dragapult ones?
Yes, I have 3 of these. I'm just telling you, it was a cup playmat.
It was only supposed to go to Europe, though.
I don't know. Maybe let's just pretend Pokemon messed up at some point, which I know is crazy. But anyway, moving on from the cup playmat debate of 2025. I'm really excited for this weekend. I also last thing on Mega Evolution stuff is I actually love the new Reverse Holo. Just like the very classic mirror finish, I think is great.
Oh, the mirror finish is so good.
Like I'm a huge fan of it. The only Reverse Holos I play are the Ancient and Future ones because they're just a mirror finish. And I think they're just so clean. I think it adds to the card without taking away from the card. And I'm a huge fan.
Hard agree. I think the new mirror finishes are ideal.
Yeah, they're absolutely phenomenal. But I'm really excited about Pittsburgh. Last thing I think we wanted to do was go back and look at our tier list from last week and kind of see like how how our tier list fared this weekend. So in the S tier, we had Goldango and Poltnor. I think that was fairly good, right? Like, I think Dango was a very heavy play. So was Poltnor, and Poltnor had Tord made finals with it. So I think that was a pretty good play. I think those are both fairly correct. I think we would still agree those are like, if not the top two of the top 3 decks.
Yeah, Dango definitely was underrepresented by like good players for sure.
Yeah. And I think we're gonna see a lot more Dango this weekend, which I'm really okay with personally. I kind of like it.
I'm sure you are.
I do. I love it. Then in A tier, we had Joltik Box, Bolt, Terrabox, and the Goldango Joltik. Terrabox, I think, was a great call. We got that one, I think, pretty right on the nose. Bolt as well had good representation, good conversion rate. Not a ton of top cuts, which I think was just because of how oppressive Gardevoir was to a lot of these decks. The one deck that I think didn't belong in A following this weekend is maybe Goldango Joltik. That deck just did not. You didn't see a lot of them in like the top results. So no, I think that deck probably goes down to B.
Yeah, that'd be the biggest change I would make, is just lower the stock on Dango and raise the stock on Guardy.
Yeah, I agree. Honestly, I think you just switch Goldango, Joltik, and Guardy. Like, put that one in B, bring Guardy up to A.
Yep.
You know, because I think the only thing that holds Gardevoir back from being like a tier 0 format defining deck is just how hard it is to play. Like, I feel like every time we have like a tier 0 deck, like, the deck isn't terribly tough to play. It's just such an oppressively good deck.
Yeah.
And like Gardevoir having that skill gap, like, is the one thing that checks it. It's just like Guardy's own inconsistency is like, you know, most decks win condition is like, don't let them play the game.
Yeah, and like, can you overcome the inconsistency is like the other thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, do you have an out?
Yeah, for sure. The other 3 decks we had Flareon, Noctowl, the EV box deck, Charizard, Pidgeot, and then Grimmsnarl, Frostlass in C tier. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
You know, none of those decks had crazy good results. They were all just very okay. I think Grim goes down, honestly. I don't think you beat Guardy as much as you think you beat Guardy. I think you're favored, but not by a ton.
Yeah, I mean, just like, you naturally just have like type advantage, which always feels good, but you just kind of like lose hard to the things that are good, or like that are good for Guardy.
Yeah, I feel like Dango kind of just eats your lunch still. Honestly.
Dango eats your lunch. Poltnor eats your lunch.
Joltik, Iron Hands just obliterates you. And that deck runs so much Gust as well. So, like, they're just going to Gust Iron Hands Frostlasses all game. And you just never are able to build enough damage to be relevant. And, like, realistically, you have to be swinging with Grimm's turn 2.
Yeah, you whiff a turn 2 Grimm, you're kind of just, you might as well sign slip.
Turn 1, they set up. Turn 1, you set up. Maybe you Evo. Turn 2, Hands, Gust, kill Frostlass. Your turn 2, if you do not Grimm, if you do not deal with that active Iron Hands right then and right there, you lose the game. Yeah. And if it goes back and they can take another 2 prizes, it's just GG. Honestly.
Yeah.
Because then at that point, it's just like, I have to find 2 more prizes, and that ain't that hard, objectively.
Yeah, no. I believe that is correct.
Yeah, but I think, honestly, this tier, we did pretty well, I want to say. Like, I think we just switched Guardian, we switch Django. And, you know, maybe within, maybe we move it around a little bit. I think Joltik. I think if I were to redo A tier from, like, best to worst, might be Copium, but Bolt. Then I would say Terrabox. Then I would say Joltik.
You would put Joltik still in A. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, because it did top 8. Like I think it did have enough results to maintain its position in A, but I think just like Joltik in general, with a resurgence of Bolt, and I feel like Bolt is definitely going to start coming back. You know what I don't understand, and maybe you can explain it to me because like I'm just like a Bolt head. Why are we not putting like? Why are we even trying to have the argument of owls aren't the best way to play Bolt?
The only reason I see that happening is just to get off quicker like games. So like getting to donk situations more reliably.
Okay. You know,
but
like I just don't get it. Like
you're just hurting your late game consistency is all you're doing.
Yeah, like that's really what it feels like. And it's like you don't have an Iron Hands engine that you can just like blow someone off the board if they try and like one prize stall you.
Yeah.
Like you don't have that in the deck.
No, you're very rarely trading favorably in the non-owl build because you just can't pick and choose what you need.
Yeah, for sure. I absolutely agree with that.
You're vibing on Sada draws.
Yeah, literally. Like it just seems not good.
And you don't get a chance to play anything other than like your supporters are either Sada or Crispin. Like literally those are your only supporters.
Yeah. I agree with that for sure. And it just doesn't seem good. If I'm being honest here. I don't know. I'm not a fan at all. And I don't understand why we're trying to force it. Like Noctiles are good for a reason. Like just play the owls.
Yeah, but like I feel like you're correct. Like there's just no reason to not play the owls at this point.
Yeah, like they're just really good. And I don't know, like if I think it's honestly, I think it's because the deck's harder to play with owls versus like with owls has a higher skill gap, but like also can perform way better.
Again, it's all the end game. It's about like your last 2 turns.
If you want to play owls, just play Joltik. Like objectively, like just don't play Bolt. Play Joltik. Yeah. If you're just like anti owls, but you want turbo, like go ahead, go for it, man. Like if you need them, I got my crayons right here.
Could always play Roaring Moon.
Could have a snack. Ooh, have a little chestnut. That could be a good snack for Joltik players. We also have red, a classic little red crayon. You know, I actually love having these here, and I can like pull them out and be like, "Here's my crayon." Ooh, tan. Quality flavors here at the PokeStop Podcast.
My God.
No, but I am very excited to be in Pittsburgh. I look forward to telling all the Steeler fans that their team sucks.
Hey, yo, don't make fun of the Steelers fans. They can barely read.
Oh, they can read now?
Not well.
That's crazy. Do you know they play at Ketchup Stadium? Fun fact.
Well, it's their favorite food.
Yeah. All right, but thank you everyone for watching the PokeStop Podcast. We will see y'all next week where we'll talk about the post Pittsburgh and we'll do a preview of Mega Evolutions. But thank y'all so much for watching. We'll see y'all on the next one.
Later.